Excellent.
Congratulations, guys. We did it. We completely broke this game. I actually like the patch. I think that it's a good idea. But I also think that we would have never needed the patch if cooler heads would have prevailed when the game first came out. Everybody was so gung-ho about, oh, the steals are OP, the steals are OP. And yes, the passing lane steals were definitely an issue with people just standing there, especially in the wreck, just throwing their arms up, doing this, right, with no penalty. But the on-ball steals, and I said this before, I said this on Twitter, the on-ball steals were not in the game for people that know how to play basketball and know how to maneuver around the court and get to their spots and get a shot off. It wasn't for those people. It wasn't for people like me who play like that. It was for people who like to spam left, right. So here we are. It just is what it is. All the people that cried about it, you're gonna wear those concrete slippers that Mike Wayne gave you, and you're gonna wear them with pride. We got a problem, guys. We got a serious problem. This problem has been around almost as long as I've been alive. The physics in 2K, I mean, it's utter garbage. Well, that's one problem. A large majority of the community loves the trash physics in 2K. They love it. They don't want this game without it. We in a sad place, y'all. This left-right shit is completely out of hand. I mean, like, where did we go wrong as a community? Okay, let's recap, shall we? 2K21 was an absolute disaster. We asked for defense, and we got that at the start of 2K22. So much so to the point that certain things were OP, like the steal spamming in the passing lanes. It wasn't really a problem if you knew how to attack with your dribble, you know, because the point of a dribble is for you to be able to get to an open spot on the floor and get a shot off or make a pass. But the community, a lot of people in the community, they don't want the game like that. A lot of this community are not going to admit it, but they want a game more like NBA Street. They want a game where you can dance back and forth with your dribble with no penalty, no consequence. And lo and behold, with enough bitching and moaning, voila. On-ball steals got nerfed, and I believe Unpluckable got buffed. And the minute that this happened, everybody made a 5-7 play shot. And 2K22 went from 2K22 to 2K21.5. Left-right became the meta, and sweaty comp no-lifes rejoiced. But this was bad. This was really bad. Because the minute that this became the meta, the game wasn't fun anymore. Remember the tweets that people were saying at the beginning of the year. This had to be one of the most fun 2Ks in a very, very long time. That wasn't by coincidence. There was no more variety. There was no more spontaneity. And honestly, the game just literally became stale and boring. And guess what, guys? To combat this atrocity, 2K literally nerfed the speed of players dribbling from the left to the right. You know, the sad truth of it is that if the on-ball steals didn't get nerfed at the beginning of the year, we would have never dealt with a left-right meta. At the beginning of the year, you couldn't be that careless with the ball. But this, all of this whining and moaning and complaining, this is gonna be the legacy of the meta community with inside of 2K. And all the 2K YouTubers out there complaining about views being down, this is why. This is why the game can't grow. I know you don't see it right now, but this is the truth. This is why people in the community start off in the community, get big, and don't want shit to do with the game anymore. Because it's not fun. And not only is it not fun, it ain't entertaining. Basketball in and of itself is fun and exciting. I've never seen James Harden windmill tomahawk over a 7-footer. But he's exciting nonetheless. And that's because he has skill. He's adaptable to what's happening on the floor. Does he have setup moves? Absolutely. But at the core of what makes him entertaining, that's the same core that is what makes basketball entertaining. Fast pace, spontaneity, strategy, skill, all things that go missing in NBA 2K when people are able to do things, and even though you know they're about to do it and you're anticipating that they're about to do it, you can't stop them. James Harden don't need to break ankles every single play in order to be able to fill up an arena. You know that this man is the best shooting guard in the league, and it's because he can do things that other people can't. Offensively, he can read and react with the best of them in terms of the all-time greats that have ever played basketball. But the reality is you can't get a game like that in 2K because nobody gives a shit about skill over here. What they care about is that lame ass win percentage that no one's gonna give a shit about 12 months from now. The skill in this game is my best exploit versus your best exploit. And what you get in turn is dry, stale, boring gameplay that's literally not predicated on any of the things that actually make basketball entertaining to watch or play. And to top it all off, you got content creators crying about viewership in a game that they literally help kill the fun in by promoting these garbage tactics, these like just useless meta tactics. I don't get it. Like, if you want to grow and you want the game to grow, why would you put out things in order to be able to find stuff just to show people, to break the game, and then people hate the game, and then as a result of you trying to just get off on one video to have a lot of views, you effectively kill the one thing that you were trying to use in order to be able to push yourself up as a content creator. You'll talk trash about 2K, but you make a living off of putting out exploits that ultimately kills the fun of the game. It doesn't make sense. And before you get your pants in a bunch, I'm not saying that NBA 2K has to be a realistic game, but if it's gonna be fun, it's gotta be fair and balanced for both offense and the defense. What does that look like? Let's see. If you make the right play on offense, you pull out the right dribble move at the right time, I get my ankles broken, right? Cool. Now, if you make the wrong play while dribbling, and I got on the right badges and I got high enough attributes, I should get the ball, right? Oh, not cool. Gotcha. That way of thinking right there literally sums up why the only solution to the left right in 2K, besides nerfing the speed, is to literally make specific game modes for specific sub communities in NBA 2K. That's the only real answer. Meta no lifes want to left right until their thumbs bleed. Old heads want sim basketball. In me, I just want a game where if I predict what my opponent's gonna do and I counter it with the right move, I want to be able to succeed based off of that. I want the game to be created around that concept, and I want the game to be played around that concept. Because guess what? If I'm out there and I'm getting cooked on, I'll learn something. I'll learn from the loss, and I'll go back and I'll look at what I did wrong, and I'll improve. And the improvement is gonna help me like play this game and have more fun. But if I get cooked and I'm looking around and I'm trying to do the right things and I do the right things and I still can't make the right play, whether that's on offense or defense, then I'm not having fun anymore, because there's no room for me to grow. There's no room for me to be able to get better at the game. Whereas right now, the only thing we can do is keep complaining about 2K to the point where everything gets patched and nobody's having fun anymore and everybody goes and runs to Fortnite.